In CISL, the Cambridge Institute for Sustainability Leadership, we work with businesses, with policymakers and investors to help tackle sustainability challenges. And so, a few years ago, obviously there was a huge amount of focus on the issue around plastic waste. And we had the various conversations with the Natural Hydration Council, as then was, and with other companies about understanding how different actors could come together and where the endpoint was in terms of delivering a zero waste outcome. So where we are now, on each of them, it feels like there has been progress made in the last 3 years. Maybe less progress actually than would be ideal, but from both business and government, we are seeing kind of a definite move forward. The deposit return scheme is not with us yet, even in Scotland, but it is on its way, with increasing business action getting ready for that, and with other kind of supporting policies. We've been hearing about how that supports the delivery from Philip about the delivery of the extended producer responsibility and other policies there. There is a lot more focus, from my understanding and from the conversations I've had in business, about what material choice is, and there is greater understanding about that, but we still have an information gap, and I'll cover that in a second in a bit more detail. We also do have, I feel, you're seeing signs of understanding and engagement up, but there is a need to create the right enabling factors and to deliver really clear messages. And again, the deposit return scheme will really help sending a strong message around that. So it's going to be a key piece of the puzzle when it falls into place. And then a lot more experimentation and innovation visible, meaning that consumers who are concerned about these issues do have more choices, and that is positive. There is a huge value to PET bottles as being recyclable, cheap, low carbon, but there are kind of concerns about the kind of long-term waste footprint. You've heard that maybe not communicated in the most constructive way, but you've heard some of those concerns from the Prime Minister recently with his concerns about the recyclability, the long-term recyclability of plastic. We did look at lots of material choices and how material choices are made, and I think there was a concern there, because as you look across carbon, water, and fully circularity, there is no ideal material, and there's also a significant information gap. So we're finding different sources of information saying different things. It's not easy for companies to navigate that landscape. Obviously, and that's for the whole kind of range of plastics and cartons and aluminium, glass, and all these kind of different things. So there is a need for kind of greater focus on this area. But what comes through really clearly in that is circularity is valuable to improve the impact of all materials. And again, I think there's increasing examples of how behaviour change can be engaged with. Some great work from Hubbub and others. We are seeing that much more active. We've got obviously councils and local government with their waste collection responsibility, but I think also from businesses there is a strong kind of focus on making sure that they are enabling their customers to fit together. Obviously, this all comes back together into the infrastructure piece and being able to actually close the loop and properly recycle.